I wasn't in a very good space. I was married for 30 years and then I found out that my husband cheated on with a good friend, and that obviously put me in a really bad space. I didn't know what to do and I was dealing it with anger and stupidity, and I thought that if I didn't do something or help my mental health, I didn't know which way I was going to go. I've got two boys, all grown up, they're men, and if I didn't do something about it, I would have let them down and I would have let myself down. My relationship with my boys, that was more important, and we always sort things out when you'd want to buy a boat or a car, but you never spend money on yourself. So I thought, I'm going to do it, and I didn't even think about that side of it, and I felt like I've got a bit of direction now where I didn't want to go around and do horrible things that I was thinking to do, and I had to stop them thoughts, and I was a complete nut job and I didn't want to be that person anymore, and it just went on for too long. I had a mind shift. I started thinking better. I was talking better to my boys. I wasn't ranting and raving about my ex and everything that he did to me and he didn't do to me and all the rest. And things started to make sense. And I am now in a much better place. I don't hate my husband anymore. I have forgiven him, but I won't forget. And I can't forget because it's something that's scarred. But I hope, and I have rang him and told him that, I hope that he finds what he's looking for, because obviously I wasn't it, and I hope that he has a good life. I don't want him to have a horrible life, and I want him to have a relationship with my boys. Most days I used to walk in the house, I wanted to stab him in the jugular, but now I really don't care. Obviously he makes choices now to where he is in his life, and I've made a choice now where I'm happy. I've learnt to love myself. I'm grateful every day for everything, small things and big things. I'm actually talking a lot to my boys now about being grateful and being picky about people. And I'm not an emotional person, but I was more angry, and it was more anger, frustration, and pretty much verbal diarrhea coming out of my mouth. And my boys didn't need to hear it. My friends didn't need to hear it. It was just getting all old school. I was just repeating myself. So now I've learned to put myself in a better state. I'm sort of the friends that weren't good for me anymore, even though that, we had a really good friendship for long-term relationships. They're not in my life anymore because I don't need them, but I still, if I see them, I'll say, hello, how are you? And I'm very sociable and I'm nice, but I choose not to have anything other than that. That's been good for me because now I'm stretching for, a different circle of friends and talking to the girls on Messenger, and we've all been through the same thing, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and my light has come. Thinking a bit more confident in myself. I'm a pretty confident person anyway, but I've got a different confidence now. I look at myself as a smart, intelligent woman, and I don't really worry about the negatives that I get from, I've got a boss that's very negative, but it doesn't worry me anymore. Before I would react and I'd go in and give him a mouthful, but now I don't do that no more. And there's no purpose in doing it. It's not worth it to turn that around. I'm just not a very good person doing it, and I'm not showing all my work colleagues, that I'm a decent person. So I've changed in that way. Setting my goals. I've lost weight, so now I go to gym 3-4 times a week. So I've gone from 78 kilos to 63 kilos, and I've got muscles and I've got my strength back. My body and my mind feels great, and I didn't think my body would change at my age. I'm 56 going on 57, and my body is changing. It's amazing. And I thought, like, wow. So that's from sticking to going to the gym. I mean, I still have my drinks, have my beer and all that, because I love my beer, but I'm just sticking to doing that. And just setting my goals to traveling, which I couldn't do this year, but I was booking to Vegas, but I had to cancel all that because of the virus. I'm better for my boys. I don't talk about their father and put him down. We just talk about him, and there are negatives and positives in there because we live together and he is who he is. I'm just not bitter and angry and pissed off with the world. Yeah, I'm a much happier person. I've got a real witty personality. I've always been like that, but it's still there. My personality hasn't changed, but my mindset about the world has changed, and my mindset about, negative things. So I do that turnaround, and I even say that to my boys, when they're negative and they're talking about people, not in such a good way. And then they sit back and they think about it. So, which is good, because I never used to be like that. If there's something that I could pick on somebody, there would, but I would not do that ever again. I've got some beautiful friends at work, and I've made new friends. I've made a lot of new friends. I've got a lot of spiritual friends. I get asked out a lot more to go to places and stuff. So because I'm talking to them on a different level, I'm not the old Rose, I'm the new Rose. I'm talking a lot different, and they do say it to me that I have changed. I do like my change. There are some times when I will have a bad week, but I do that, the Wonder Woman, and stand in my stance, and the positive thoughts, and stand in my power, and I'm a better person. I can change my state of mind. I can do that now. Everything that I learned, it just all comes back to you. You change your mind, and I just don't want to be like that no more. And I'm not like that no more. I have met another fella, and he is the total opposite to my ex. I can have real intelligent conversations with him when I couldn't have it with the ex, because my ex was a pot smoker for 30 years, and to talk to them, I'd rather, you don't get nothing intelligent out of them, only when they feel like it. So this guy has really blown me away, because I don't think I would have actually met him, and we had these conversations because I was just too bitter and twisted. Well, I've even said to this guy my boundaries and what I want and what I don't want, and I would never have said that to my ex. And also, if we didn't work out, I'll be quite mature about it and say, well, thank you, and I don't want to draw this out, and it's not going to work out, and move on, because my age, we ain't got time to waste. I am more confident, I think different, I look at the world different, I look at people different. I'm choosing who I want to be with now and not who I have to be with, and I just find that my life is easy now. Even at work, it's better for me, because I've got a very busy job, account manager for a transport company for all of Australia, but I just find it at ease now. I can talk to people better, because I have a lot of conflict in my work, but I can deal with that a lot better as well. So I don't run away from it, I tackle it head on now. To look at how my life was prior, and then to think that I was going to live like that for the rest of my life, but now I'm living differently, and I'm just a more confident and happier and loving person, where I never used to be, and I'm all of that now, and all my friends see it and my boys see it, and yeah, thank you.